All right. Okay, so we are coming towards the end of this nodal cycle. North node in Pisces, south node in Virgo. This is going to end officially July 27th. So we will be in Leo season. Right now, we are in the final days of Gemini season. And part of why this Gemini season has been so significant is because of the ongoing T-square Uranus has been making to the north and south node. So Gemini energy, along with Sagittarius being opposite of Gemini, we have no planets in Sag right now, but we have planets in Gemini, such as Uranus, the Sun, and soon to be Mars. Well, Uranus being in Gemini has been within range of a T-square to the south and north node probably for about a month and a half now at this point, if not 2 months. Last week was the climax of this energy where the degrees and the minutes were exactly aligned between Uranus and the north and south node. So with the Gemini energy being in between this nodal axis that we have been moving through for the past 17 months, since February of 2025, that's when these nodes entered North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. So now that we're coming to the end of this nodal cycle, and before we move into the next cycle at the end of July, North Node Aquarius, South Node Leo, we're experiencing a true turning of the wheel, a true phenomenon of literally vibrating and shifting from one reality experience into a completely alternate, slightly different reality experience. We are literally moving through a portal of transitions because we're dealing with mutable frequencies. Pisces, mutable water. Gemini, mutable air. Virgo, mutable earth. And the mutable energies are about shifting, adaptation, versatility. And the reason why it's another reason why it's very significant is because the sun has been transiting Gemini, which this means collectively our conscious awareness, we've all been moving through this process of what space has been rippling through the fabric of time and karma and future and destiny because of Uranus. The sun has brought the whole world's conscious awareness into realizing the shifts that are happening in our lives individually, in our local communities, in our country, and in the world. And it is very intense. We also had the new moon in Gemini that just happened this past Sunday. So everyone is likely feeling a lot of energy moving in their lives, in their bodies, in their minds, and you can sense and see it everywhere around, especially if you regularly log on to social media and scroll for any extended amount of time. Any extended amount of time, the algorithm is likely going to show you a handful of things in as much time as possible that you'll allow yourself to check out and scroll. And because we are tuned into a collective, right? A lot of my followers or my friends on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, we're all tuned in to the same awarenesses. We all pay attention to the same events and phenomenon that happen around the world. And we all generally are on the same boat of, disclosure and the truth and double meanings and lies and secrets and manipulation and all this stuff. So, what I mean by that is the current events that have been unfolding. We have current events that have been lasting for the last few years, wars, tension, and the ever increasing polarity and tension of all these things that are happening. And what I was saying in the weeks leading up to the climax of this Uranus T-square is to prepare for random, sudden, unforeseeable, shocking events that will drastically alter timelines and assist you in closing massive karmic chapters. And destiny is being activated. And destiny is being activated through the lightning of Uranus. And Pisces, the archetype of Pisces, is what's holding the torch of destiny. And the archetype of Virgo is the anchor into the karmic cycle, into the looping pattern that we are needing to let go. Because the South Node ultimately is the energy that we are needing to move beyond and integrate what it can teach us and move into the opposite sign. And so there's a lot of chaos happening right now. Uranus facilitates chaos. And some of these random, unforeseeable, shocking events that have occurred in just the last few days is we've had that woman in Brazil get thrown off the bridge when she was bungee jumping and they didn't strap the cord to her harness. Shootout in a mall less than an hour away from where I live. A jet fighter plane crashing in the mountains of Spokane, Washington. A nuclear B-52 Fortress giant airplane crashed at a California Air Force base, killing all 8 passengers. A school bus of children burning. All sorts of fucked up things have happened all over the world. And let's not forget Mr. Oliver Tree, the independent music artist who died in a helicopter crash about 24 hours after the woman was thrown off the bridge in Brazil. He died in a helicopter crash in Brazil. So, a lot of shifting, a lot of moving parts for everybody, whether it's happening to you directly or through osmosis in being related to somebody that's going through some shit. And there is opportunities to make timeline jumps into a better situation, a better life, a better dream. And this is the dynamics of what I've been leading up to in regards of it being Gemini season and Uranus being in Gemini, and Gemini intersecting and being in the middle of this nodal cycle of the South Node in Virgo and North Node in Pisces. And what I mean by that is when the South Node is in Virgo, a tendency and a looping pattern that we can find ourselves sort of wrapped up in and stuck in is overanalyzing the details and getting stuck in the details, getting frozen at all the facts, all of the facts and points of your reality. And these things can block us, limit, redirect energy, block energy, restrict flow, get in the way of manifesting, get in the way of being in alignment with another power. And the North Node is in Pisces. So when the South Node is in Virgo, perfection. There's this unconscious energy that has been activated deep in the unconscious of searching for perfection or being aware of how life currently isn't perfect and overanalyzing the details of your life that seem messy disorganized, not meeting a standard, an expectation. And that North Node in Pisces is the process of surrendering all of the details. Surrendering all the details, letting go in that which you cannot control, and to have the wisdom to know what it is that you can control and channel your power there, not getting stuck in the details. Going into the North Node in Pisces, this is surrender, surrendering into a higher order or a higher power, using the power to pray and to surrender all of the things that you cannot control into a higher intelligence, into a higher power. All of these problems that I have going in my life, the details that are overwhelming, in which I don't know where to begin to solve, such a mess, so much disorganization. How did it all even happen to this place, right? The North Node in Pisces is to dream. It's to dream and to imagine and visualize a new reality, a new life. Because we've gotten to a point of being so aware of where we are now dissatisfied and it's not working out anymore and we need something different. So then the dream, well then what is that? What does that look like? And to believe in that possibility with the details and the things that are within your control. Can it assist you in tangibly reaching for what you can imagine and visualize? Is there a probable bridge to make it happen? And with this Gemini energy in the middle, the mind can become very overwhelmed in this realm of polarity, in this realm of duality, where you can feel both worlds colliding in you and perhaps making you want to go, whoa, I feel a little dizzy. I think I need to sit. I think I need a nap.